Hey guys, welcome back to another Tasty Tuesday episode with Tracy. I promised to share with you one of my most favorite meal prep ideas. I think it's simply genius, right up there with the salad jars. If you're not familiar with Mason salad jars, which I would be very surprised if you hadn't seen them, I will forever be thankful for whoever came up with that brilliant idea. Well, this is definitely the next best thing, or we could say the sister to that, and that is instant soups in a jar. Now, these instant soups in a jar are going to be way healthier and better for you than those instant cups that you'd get in the store, or the ramen noodles that we all grew up eating and loving, right? There is definitely not a lot of good to that. More bad than good, probably. And so this is definitely a better option, and I'm going to show you. They're very simple to put together, but there are a few key things to know. When you're making these, obviously all the ingredients need to be they need to be already cooked if it's something that needs to be cooked. Something that's basically, they're just going to be warmed up in these jars. Now, I will show you as I go just what I'm talking about. But three of my favorite recipes that I plan to share with you today is a coconut curry soup. Super yummy, oh my goodness. The kale, sausage, and white bean is another favorite of ours. And last but not least is a taco soup. This is a vegetarian taco soup, but of course you have the option, you could add some meat to that if you wanted. So without any further ado, let me show you step by step just how to put these babies together. All right, I'm gonna start with the sausage, white bean, and kale soup, which is definitely the simplest of the three. And I already put in the bottom the chicken base. So you'll find this in a majority of, at least the ones that I have collected, that they include some kind of bouillon, which I really recommend. If you haven't found it yet, this is better than bouillon. Roasted chicken base, it's an organic option. They also have a vegetable one and a beef one. I found this big one at, you guessed it, Costco. Gotta love them for that. Definitely healthier than the typical chicken bouillon cubes and powders that you'll pick up at the store. Anyway, so with this one, we're starting with just a half tablespoon of that chicken bouillon base. And then to that, I'm going to add a half cup of sausage. Of course, there's lots of different kinds of sausage, and we've used a lot of different kinds. This is one we particularly like. It's the apple chicken sausages. Have you seen those? I can't remember the brand all of a sudden. If I think of it, I can post it. I'll definitely post it on the blog post. So a half cup of sausage, and then a half cup of white beans. Let's see here. I just used canned white beans, already cooked, rinsed and drained, super easy. And then 1 cup of chopped kale. Now obviously, again, this isn't a soup. The hot water we're going to put in is only going to, heat that up, steam it basically. So, chop it up pretty nice and fine if you don't want big chunks of kale in your soup. Okay. So good. Okay, and then to that, we're just going to add a couple, like a pinch of crushed red pepper flakes on top. And then you can even add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. I wouldn't put too much because you're gonna get salt from your sausage, right, from your chicken base. But that's something you can always season later too when you have the soup, okay? That's it, you put the lid on and you put it in the fridge. Okay, and then when it comes time to partake of any of these jars, you'll just pull them out, you'll heat up some water on the stove. I haven't had any trouble putting boiling water straight into these, but I have seen a tip now and then that if your jar is super cold, you don't want to be putting boiling water into that, because sometimes that might crack the jar. Again, I've never had that happen, but just a little warning there. You might want to let the jars sit out for 5 minutes before you put that water in. Then once you do add the water, and I just fill them up to the top of the jar, and then put that lid back on, leave it for 5 minutes, and then enjoy. Stir it, mix it up, and shake it up, and enjoy it. Okay, so there's that one. Our next one that I'll be showing you is the coconut curry. Now this one has a little bit more of ingredients there at the base of it, and I'm going to tell you what those are. I went ahead and mixed it for time's sake here for you, but right into the jar you can just add 2 tablespoons of coconut milk, canned or the coconut milk beverage is great. 1 tablespoon of red curry paste, 1 tablespoon natural peanut butter, 2 teaspoons of fish sauce, That is optional, but I do recommend it. 1/2 teaspoon minced ginger, 1 teaspoon brown sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vegetable or chicken base. Okay, so I went ahead and added on there, and then I just stirred it with a fork. And from there, we can just start adding our ingredients. First one is rice noodles. Okay, again, we're not going to be cooking it in the jar, right? So we want to just go ahead and cook those beforehand. So these will be pre-cooked. About a cup's worth of rice noodles. If you can get brown rice noodles, even better. Okay, these are ones that I got from Costco. It's the rice ramen. Have you guys seen that there? It's really, it's an organic, and it's made of brown rice and I want to say, shoot, I should have had it there handy with me. Another grain. It's 2 grains put together in there. So there, okay, so we put in our 1 cup of noodles. To that, we're adding in a 1/4 cup of red peppers, diced red pepper bell, not the spicy red pepper. Although that would probably be good too. And then you can do, this is good, both ways are good. I love it with shrimp and chicken. So what I'm putting in today is a 1/2 cup of chicken, but it's really good with shrimp if you like shrimp. To that, we're going to put in about 1 tablespoon of chopped cilantro. So good. And then we can't forget, we're putting in about 1 to 2 tablespoons of sliced green onion. And at the very end, we just add in a little wedge of lime that we're going to squeeze into it at the time that we make the soup. Okay, that's it for that one. Pretty easy, right? Again, I will be posting these recipes for you, so don't worry about trying to keep track of it all. Okay, and then last but not least is our taco soup. So there is a taco soup base in this, which does include the chicken bouillon that I put in the others, but also with that, it has a 1/2 teaspoon of taco seasoning and a 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic. Okay, again, I just took a fork, I put it all in there, dumped it in, and mixed it up. If you're doing a bunch of these, then you know it's a good idea to make a base of the sauce all together, and then just divide it in between your jars. Okay, now for our taco soup, we're going to be adding in a 1/2 cup of cooked black beans. I definitely recommend wide mouth jars. It's a lot easier to get your ingredients in and out, especially, you know, because you can eat right out of the jar, which is awesome. A 1/4 cup of tomatoes, diced tomato, fresh tomato. It's awesome. And then a 1/4 cup of zucchini. Okay, now this, again, you want to chop it small or julienne it. Is that the word, julienned? Like I did here. Okay, because again, it's not really going to get cooked. It will get a little bit steamed from the boiling water. And then a 1/4 cup of corn. You can use just frozen corn. Put that right in there is what I used. Super yummy. This one also you top off with a tablespoon of cilantro. Get all that good stuff in there. And a lime to squeeze on top. Okay, and that's it. So there you go. Pretty simple, right? Awesome soups, instant meal, ready to go. Just grab it out of the fridge, and you know, especially this time of year, I am always loving soup, so this is a great option. I definitely wanted to share with you right now. Let me know which one you're most excited to try and make. I'd love to hear too what you think. You know, try them out. Let me know. Give me your feedback and any soups you'd like to see put into a jar. Maybe I can help adapt one for you. And yeah, we're going to be doing more of these episodes, so if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to. I will leave a link below as well to the blog post where I will be sharing these recipes, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.